Before LEGO One Piece was ever a thing, fans really wanted One Piece to be officially in LEGO. So there were a lot of fakes made. And with those fakes came some really good ones and some very questionable ones on if they're okay mentally. So let's go ahead and review all of these and compare which one is better. So today our lineup is Luffy, Usopp, and Sanji. These are 3 figures that I have fakes for that are honestly either really good or really bad, and we are going to be going over them in detail. So to start off, we're going to start with the one and only Luffy, and as you can see, Luffy does have a very nice print going on his torso. He has it goes all the way around to the back where you have like this kind of vest pattern. He does have no cracks or anything like that. His face is very nice. He has his scar there as well. This hat piece is a little on the yellower side, and he has hair built into it. His pants are very, very nice. Has dual molded shorts here, and overall a really good minifig. But now we're going to the comparison. So we have here a war type figure from the Great War. I'm not think it was the Great War. Oh my god. We have a war type figure from the war arc on One Piece, and you can see this one right off the bat does have a more detailed look to it. However, we have whatever the hell is going on with these arms here, and I have no idea why they're a thing, but you know, it was a design choice. This one has painted legs over the entire thing, and unfortunately when you do that, he does kind of get his one piece out. So unfortunately that is going to dock points for that one. Now, his face printing honestly does look pretty good. I do like his face printing on this figure. I also love the straw hat and the fact that the texture is actually still on there, and he does have hair still. His shoes are actually printed on as well, and not like the LEGO figure where it just stops. It does go all the way around. This figure also has an extra face. Yeah, I know, it is a little ace face, you know. Though his quality could be a little bit better, so I'm gonna have to rate this one obviously lower than Luffy. However, for our next figure of Luffy, we have Nightmare Luffy. Now, Nightmare Luffy looks absolutely fantastic. It is one of these big figs, obviously, and we have these little swivels on his hands. You can see he has insane detail going throughout the entire fig. I will say I do not like certain aspects of this fig. The face is a bit lacking, and the hair itself is pretty spiky, and this being a different form of Luffy, we can't judge it as heavily against the others. And obviously these arms come off and all of the basic big fig stuff, so in terms of that is also okay. I would be fine with displaying this on my display without being too disgusted, so it is alright, I feel like. I'm gonna rate this one a little lower than a 7 though. I'm gonna go for a 6.5 because there are spots like this where the printing just goes up to here and then it just randomly stops and continues on the other side, leaving a bunch of blank spots right here on the back, and also the head itself is not as good of a print as you would want it to be. But other than that, this is a very good figure. So our next contestant up is Sanji. Sanji's actually looking absolutely phenomenal in his little classic black thing that he has going on there. The only complaint I have about this figure is the hair, but the hair is also really good for Sanji in general, so I am just fine with it. But you can see that back piece right there, and he has this cool face. If we flip it around, he has a little smug face. So as terms of default Sanji, this guy is pretty good. But now we're going up against the Abomination. Already starting off, this face print is god awful. I don't know who made this face print, but they need help, and I don't know how I could help them. Look at that. What is that? I can't tell if he's hurt or in need of assistance, but either way, this guy needs some assistance. As for the hairpiece, it is, because you can see that it's just more shiny than everything else, and it is a shade of yellow that LEGO doesn't have, I'm pretty sure, because it is way brighter than any yellow I've seen from LEGO. But other than that, it is a more accurate description of the hairpiece, so I'm not too upset about it. Moving on, you do have a more detailed version of the torso, and you actually have leg printing. So I will give his suit props for this fig, because it is technically a better suit than the official LEGO, though this suit is less LEGO than this suit. So honestly, in terms of what they're doing with the thing, this wins, but in terms of if it was more for a more detailed set and everything, then this one would win for the suit. However, that face alone brings this entire fig down at least a 1.5 points, leaving us at a 4.5 out of 10 for this fig. But if you have any other requests about Sanji, but if you have any doubts about it and being like, oh, well, this one's way better, let me know down below. Who wins out of these two Sanjis? Sanji, or is it this Sanji? I want to know. But moving on, we have the other Sanji, and this Sanji is crazy. You have a full molded thing, which is its only real downside, I'm gonna be honest. But the overall quality of this figure is insane compared to any of the others. You get this wild hair piece, which actually does feel very similar to real LEGO. I will say there's a bit sharp points here and there, which there's not supposed to be, but other than that, the suit itself is really good. None of this figure actually can come apart that well outside of the hair, but it is, like I said, a really good figure. I just absolutely threw something at 1,000 miles an hour into the floor. That is perfectly fine. But the actual head print on this is not too bad either, and it's really good. Compared to this, I'm gonna give the point to this one. But once again, if you guys don't think so, let me know down below, and I might do a group poll and do another video where this guy wins or whatever. But in terms of quality, this guy absolutely dominates everything, in my opinion. This guy is better than official LEGO. But moving on to our final, we have Usopp. Now, my Usopp figure here, I've grown to like it over time. At first, I really didn't like it because, one, the slingshot, two, the clothes are not the same with the hairpiece. The hairpiece is not the same. You don't get any of the same stuff with this figure. And this, the satchel being yellow and not like the tan that it's supposed to be. Or this being green. Why? It makes no sense, LEGO. Like, I get there have to be fake LEGO or fake weapons, but come on, man. And anyways, going off of overall looks though, I do like this Usopp fig. I love this Usopp fig. It's like actually growing on me. I like it more and more. It gives it more of a LEGO vibe each time. The printing on the back is very nice. He has a little scared face back there, a little happy face up in the front, and very LEGO-ish style to it once again. But for his competitor, we have, I'm already liking this one better, only because of the slingshot and the satchel and the hair, or I wouldn't say hair because this figure doesn't have hair, which does bring this figure down, but he has the right bandana in my opinion. Also, this has a little back slot so you can stick something on. And I just lost it literally before filming this, but this had a little attach point for a backpack. And it was overall, it's really good figure. You have all of that detail on those pants and legs. Same going for the back there that are dual printed on the back. So I love that about this specific back fake fig. And when comparing the two, I will say I like that this one doesn't have a nose, but Usopp without a nose is kind of crazy. I love the face on this one. If it was on this one and take the clothes, let's take the clothes from this one, take the accessories from this one, and the hat color from this one, and you have a very good fig. So overall, I'm gonna go with this one wins just because I do like the clothes and the fit and the hair piece that is actually in the bandana there. But other than that, I'm gonna have to give this to official Usopp. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe, all of that good stuff down below. And you know what? Let me know which one you want to see next. I'm thinking of an NRG Cole video, but let me know down below.